Before I jump into this little review on this welder, let me go ahead and say a few things I need to get out of the way first. This is the first YouTube video I'm posting that's not just a copy and paste from one of my TikToks, so that's pretty cool. And I do plan on posting a few more longer videos that I can't really post on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, so. But I am trying to branch over to YouTube a little bit so that I can grow a following on there and not just TikTok. So if you do end up liking this video, maybe consider subscribing or at least sharing it to someone so it gets a little bit pushed out there, but I'm not your dad, I can't really tell you what to do. And now that all that boring stuff is out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. So right here is a titanium Easy Flux 125 welder from Harbor Freight. And I'm going to go ahead and flash a picture up on screen, but this thing does go for about 150 to 190 bucks, so it's not a really bad priced little welder. So if you are looking to get into welding, this is a great starter welder. So moving over to the front right here, it only has 2 knobs on it, which makes it super simple to use. This knob right here controls the wire speed, and this one right here controls the voltage. And when you open up the welder right here, there's a little diagram right here that does show you what kind of voltage and wire speed you need to be on, depending on the thickness of the metal you're welding on. And it does say more about it inside of this book and pamphlet, but we'll go ahead and move on to that in a second. So as I showed just a second ago, all you have to do to open it is press this button right here back and lift it open, and inside is the place where you put the wire and the diagram. And moving to the back of the welder, there's only one little switch on here, and that's the on and off switch. And then, of course, coming off of the welder, we have the ground clamp, the wire gun, and the outlet plug. So as I said just a second ago, this booklet does come with the welder, and there's a bunch of useful stuff inside of it, so I would recommend reading it before you jump into it. But y'all didn't come here to watch me read this, so I'm just going to show a couple important things in here and move on. So right here on pages 8 through 11, it demonstrates how to put the wire inside of the welder. And it pretty much does do a straight step-by-step process, and it's super easy to follow, and I got it done first try in about 10 minutes. And on page 21 right here, it does show proper welding techniques and how to weld well safely. And the little pamphlet does go over what the book did and just with a little bit more detail. But other than that, this booklet doesn't really say a lot, so we can just throw that over here for now. So let's move on to the welding itself. So to get this welder started, it's super simple and takes 10 seconds. All you do is take the clamp right here and clamp it onto the metal you want to weld. And then you want to come to the back of the machine and press the on button and wait for it to turn on. And this green light on the welder right here does confirm that it is on and has power running to it. And it's pretty much just as simple as that. Now you can actually weld. So we're going to go ahead and run a bead right here just for a little bit of an example. Now that we're done running the bead, we went ahead and unclamped it and turned the welder off. And if you have the voltage and wire speed right, you should be running pretty consistent welds just like this. Now these welds aren't the most pretty in the world, but they are solid welds. And again, this welder does have a diagram that guides you through the wire speed and voltage for thickness of metal. Now this welder is perfect if you're just getting into welding or need a little welder to do those little projects in your yard. And for the price I bought it at, which again is about $170 to $190, I would give it a very high score. And you can pick this thing up from any Harbor Freight near you, if they have it in stock. But if you did enjoy, maybe consider leaving a like and subscribing. And like I said at the beginning of the video, my voice quality or camera quality probably is not the best right now because I'm just getting into filming these kind of videos. And I'll go ahead and catch you on the next video.